Hi, my name is Lynn Bryan, and today I'm going to demonstrate you the skull anatomy. So we'll start with the sutures. We have the coronal suture, sagittal suture, lambdoid suture, and the squamous sutures. So starting with the frontal bone, we have the glabella, supraorbital foramen. These are two holes. And then there's that frontal sinus, which you can't see right here, but if you cut the skull sagittally, you'll be able to see that there's a sinus, the hole right in the middle. And then these two bones are called the parietal bone. Okay, and then we have the occipital bone, which has the external occipital protuberance, external occipital crest, nuchal line. These two are the occipital condyles. Inside it, we have the hypoglossal canal, and this is the foramen magnum. And then we have the jugular foramen as well over here. Okay? And we will, let's see, we'll do the temporal bone next. So here's the temporal bone, and you have the squamous region, and there's a tympanic region right here. You have the zygomatic process, the mandible mandible fossa, external acoustic meatus, mastoid process, xyloid process, and the carotid canal, it runs here into the skull, which I will show you where it leads to. Should be right here. Okay, can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty, I think that may have covered all of it. So now we'll do the sphenoid bone, which is a bat-shaped bone, and it is in the middle of the cranium. So we have the wings. So this is a greater wing, and we have the lesser wing. These things poking out, these top two things are the anterior clinoid process. These two back things are called the posterior clinoid process. And then we have the optic foramen. And then we have, let me see, these foramens holes for the nerves to run through. And the first one is the foramen rotundum. Underneath it is foramen ovale. Behind that is the foramen spinosum. And beside it is the foramen lacerum. And then in the back of your teeth, your mouth, you have these pterygoid processes. And then you can see that through the orbital holes that there's a trying to think. It is called a superior orbital feature that's up here. Okay, and so I think that covers the sphenoid bone. So now we'll do the ethmoid bone, which is deep inside the skull, and it's hard to see, but you can see inside the skull that there is a crista galli, cribiform plate, and then inside the nose there's a perpendicular plate. This is called the two things beside it. They're the middle nasal concha, and then ethmoid, or the orbital plate of the ethmoid bone. And they're right there. And I think that about covers it. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, yes.
Did I say everything? Okay, great.